Friends, Brian here once again for Middle Age Mind and Muscle. As you can tell, we're doing a bit of a video shoot here today. I want to answer your comments on my video about the people at the gym are not your friends. Now, again, it's very important to look and listen to what I say in the preface, on the preface of this video, when I say, hey, I've met some wonderful people in the gym. I've made some good friendships in the gym. But I went through a period of my life, I got to tell you guys, I don't like pointing the finger and blaming other people for stuff. I've learned to just not do that. But, I had lived in a town that was very problematic, and there was a lot of bottom feeders there. Okay? When I've lived in the city or trained in the city, yeah, you see a bit of bullshit and drama around gyms, but, for the most part, people tend to leave you alone. But let's get into this, and I want to make sure I get everybody's comments in here. Okay? A couple of comments I want to address, too. Sometimes it's hard to make sure I... Shooting straight 2299. This guy voted for Trudeau. I got a real kick out of that. No, I did not. I don't like getting into politics in my videos, but yeah, it's time for him to go. Just for a lot of reasons, and we won't get into that today. But no, I did not. But that was funny. I got a kick out of it. Tall Man Jude. Okay, Tall Man Jude, friend of mine from Cleveland, Ohio. He's got a great channel. Head over and check it out. Two things, man. I quickly learned that legit business is 1,000 times more corrupt with more backstabbing than the streets and illegal business. The shit people pull because they can hide behind lures and paperwork is beyond crazy. In the streets, your life is on the line if you pull shady shit. In the legit world, people can be snakes with no consequences. Yeah, especially if it's an online business. Lesson cost me a lot of money. The most slimy people I've ever met were legit business people, and that is saying a lot given the crowd I ran with. Your advice about lawyers is 1,000,000%. I could keep going with the zeros, man. Guys, people aren't going to say to you, hey, come on board, join our business, if business is really good. I'm not saying that's 100% of the time. One of the worst mistakes I ever made in my life was going to a small mom and pop gym in this town I used to live in, and the owner, there was two owners, they were a couple. And the one owner, he just started sniffing around a lot. I didn't kind of understand what he was doing, but I could look back later. He was asking me questions. He wanted to kind of get a bit of a financial background. He wanted to know if I had money. And I got involved. After I got involved, everyone started coming out of the woodwork saying, oh my God, man, like, there's liens on this building, and they owe people this, they fucked this person over, they did that. And I'm sitting there going, why didn't you tell me this before? But, now, I was naive. I was like, oh, well, they're my friends, and they're nice, and they're going through a hard time, and maybe I can help them. And I didn't even tell you guys the full story of everything I did to try and help them. But in the end, if you ever want to get involved with something with people you don't know, always hire a lawyer for a few $100 and get them to do some digging. When the legal process was already involved, when this got going, and I learned things about them that just would shake you to the core. And it was kind of funny because, of course, what do these people do? They try and smear your reputation all around town, right? We're the victims. They did this. But the lawyers and the legal documents, they tell the truth. And it's like, kind of like, even though you have to be quiet because there's legal proceedings going on, it's like, hey, if only the town really knew the truth. But, and yeah, never again. As for the gym, never had a problem. People always left me alone, headphones or not. A few gyms I got cool with the heavy benchers since I was the one coming in lifting the most, but that's about it. Well, that's cool, man. Again, I want to say, usually when I've worked out in the city, people were pretty cool to leave me alone. I lived in a medium-sized city, which had some great gyms, by the way. I was making bad choices in my life. I was in a relationship where there was a lot of drama. The individual had borderline personality disorder, and just never stopped. So aside from her, I loved the town, but there was a lot of bullshit there. But at those gyms, I didn't have too much trouble with people trying to, be shady. It just seemed like this one period of my life, this one town I lived in, which didn't have a good reputation anyway. But there just seemed to be like a lot of bottom feeders. And I was naive, I was a sucker. I was a sucker for many things in my life. Sob stories, guilt trips, manipulations. And, I like to think of myself as a, fairly intelligent guy, but I don't know, man. But I can tell you I'm much more wise now. Surviving Life 1969. You know, if you have a chance to check out his channel, check it out. He's going through a hard time. I just wish you all the best, brother. You know, just try and hang in there, man. Fantastic video. If you ever got the time, you should do one on how your only friend in this life is a reflection you see in the mirror. One of the hardest things that I've ever had to do with myself is not hate the world. You gotta remember the good people out there, and there are some good people out there. It's tough sometimes. Papa Megamind. Depends on the gym you go to. I've met some incredible people in my gym. Same here. That's very true. I'm, again, I don't like to point the finger. I like to, if there's blame to be placed now, I like to look at myself and say, you were an idiot. You shouldn't have done that, instead of blaming people that had a lot of problems. This was just a time in my life where I really had to learn, and learn the hard way that people were not my friends at the gym. And, you know, even now when I go to the gym now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, I'm 50 years old. Like, I think so there was something about turning 50 that was very profound for me. And it's kind of like, dude, I'm on the clock. Like, I don't have the time. And there's been a few times when I'm at the gym, which not too often because we go in really early, but sometimes we'll get a few people come in. Sometimes I can be friendly and slightly chatty, but sometimes I just don't want to talk. And I don't know if that, you know, makes people butthurt or hurts their feelings, but it's like, it's nothing personal, man. I'm here to work out. And I've had a few instances where people come up to me and they start local gossip and bullshit. And I just say, talk to the hand, man. I don't care. I don't care. The people that accomplish things, whether you're competing, doing a body transformation, you know, all that stuff, usually those people focus on what they need to do to be successful. They don't get sucked into all the other shit. I'm guilty of that years ago when I was younger. Around the time when all that bullshit I was telling you about, I could get sucked into shit and would talk about other people. And it always comes back to bite you in the ass. So now I don't talk about people. I just go focus on what I need to do. I focus on helping my partner. And that's it. You know, I try and be as nice as I can, but my workouts are my workouts. Rob Johnson Fitness, 5501. Great video, brother. Enjoy and respect your content and insights. Much appreciated. Keep her going. I really appreciate that, Rob, very, very much. I really do. You know, I was having a good chat with my good friend Alex. We were talking about YouTube. I posted a video not long ago about Sam Sulek. And what I like most about Sam, and it's not what people think, it's the fact that he's trying to bring YouTube back to its roots. Well, I don't know if he's trying to do it. He's just like, hey, me talking, working out, boom, no video editing. It's not YouTube anymore. It's company tube. Most of the big channels, they're companies. It's like several people running it like a job. And YouTube is tough. You know, it's just, even asking people to subscribe, it's harder and harder to get people to click subscribe. I do this because I want to. I do this because I want to leave a training legacy of some sort. When I'm dead, long gone, people can look at these videos and go, that guy, he was slightly odd, kind of funny at times, but I learned something from that. Oh shit. If I can save somebody mistakes, whether it's not getting hurt in the gym, not tearing your pecs, not herniating discs in your back, or maybe, you know, you danced with the devil and you decided because of one of my videos to avoid getting involved with someone who had a personality disorder. You decided, maybe you had some corrupt gym owners coming up to you saying, hey, come on board, come on board. And you said, no, I saw that video from the middle-aged mind and muscle guy. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. If I've saved you any heartache at all, I've done my job. Okay, but great post. Love it. Paul Petrovich. Honestly, I've met the weirdest people at the gym, hands down. Best to do your workout and leave. I agree, Paul. Again, there are some good people out there. I've made some really good friendships, but I've seen a lot of bad, and it cost me in a lot of ways. So, one of the biggest things I could ever say, you know, in life, there are people out there that will try to no end to make their problems your problems. I'm not saying to not help a fellow human being out sometimes. I'm not saying to not be charitable. What I am saying is protect your ass. Okay? Always follow your gut instinct. The times in my life where I didn't go along with what my gut instinct was telling me, I paid a price. Always. User high 60. Okay, it's not showing. Sometimes it doesn't show the actual name of the person. I don't need headphones. I use the word no if I have to, but nobody really engages with me anyways. Again, good. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm very glad that you're very protective of your sphere of life. That makes me very happy to see. My good friend Alex at AlexLifts1971. Check out his channel. Thanks for sharing this, buddy. When I joined my current gym last August, I made it a point to keep my head down and headphones in. I've had about 4 people wave me down to ask me a question. I'm at the point now where I'm a regular at the gym, and some people wave hello to me and vice versa, but we don't speak much more than a few seconds. That's Alex. It's, you know, Alex and I are about the same age. He knows the program, man. He's in great shape. Check out his channel. And this thing about being on the phone, man. Like, I understand taking a picture or video. Hell, I do it sometimes for YouTube. Sometimes we film for YouTube, but like I don't, like, I get annoyed when someone calls or messages me when I'm training in the morning and that doesn't happen. Or even with my partner, sometimes she'll get a phone call or something. I'm like, holy fuck, man, we're working out. But it's family, maybe it's an emergency or something. But, and Alex is talking more about some people that he met that were gabbers that like to talk. I think this is accordionist, but it's showing YouTube 47414. I think this was the accordionist. When I was a child, I thought I had friends that I grew up. Sad, eh? The way the world's going. Oh no, this is the accordionist. Okay, sorry. So people in the gym are not my friends. People at work are not my friends. I got no friends at all at this point. Where am I going to make some friends? It's lonely being a man. Responded to by Tyler Chris 6435. If the people are nice, maybe make a friend. If they're not, then don't. Pain and pleasure are sisters. You can't put yourself out there and make friends without putting yourself at risk for pain. Go make friends wherever. If you want peaceful, lonesome life, more power to you. But I doubt that's worth it. Engaging his business deals with strangers is no indictment on why you should never make friends at the gym ever. That's a colossal jump. So, there are wonderful people at the gym, but be careful. It's a wide diversity of people at the gym. And again, I feel like I'm missing some comments here. I'm gonna look over here. No, I think I got all of them. I got the Trudeau one. You know, guys, it was just one of those times in my life where it was just like weird, odd. But you know, I think there's people out there are predators. Some are, and they can smell when you're a sucker. They'll test you a little bit. Oh, then they'll test you a little more, and test you a little more, and test you a little more. They'll try and get you to reach your limits with stuff, right? Again, you know, where I had most of my negative things happen was in a small town. That was a very troubled small town. There's a lot of bottom of the barrel people there. Some nice people there too, right? But man, it really gave me an education about people and personality disorders. It seems like that all just happened in my life in my 40s. My 40s was a crazy decade of my life. But again, I take responsibility and I think, okay, never fooled again. That's for sure. So that video did better than I expected. You know, I was talking about YouTube with my friend Alex. I did a video recently about Sam Sulek, but it's more about YouTube from someone who has a bit of experience being a YouTuber and how things are changing. You guys are probably noticing in the algorithm, there's a lot of videos out there like that right now. And I keep my expectations for YouTube low. You know, I do my best to put out content, and I do my best to address everybody. So if you comment on one of my videos and you don't get a response, you might be mentioned in when I do these reading your comments videos. So that is it for that one, my friends. But thank you so much for checking out that video. Again, you guys, when you click like and subscribe, it means a lot. Check out my Instagram. And remember, this is my therapy.